I wanted that Jakal dub for that PR.
And I feel like this is definitely his best character to do it with, because like the thing is, like Min does good against Wolf, and like he has an Aegis, he has a Rosa, he has a Bayo. Rosa would be okay. Bayo sucks against Wolf, and Aegis. I feel like Jakal's gonna be very confident versus that character.
I mean, yeah, Jakal's been here before. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure he's played against ConCon enough. I'm sure he's also played against the Buzz quite a few times. He tried to just end his whole career right there.
Oh, but this might be it. Oh, but he recovered high. The thing is, it's so scary to recover against this character with a character like Wolf, where your recovery is so like too frameable. Like,
I mean, what do you do there? You kind of just have to just pray.
Just hope he messes up.
You just start, saying your prayers, writing down everything. Say goodbye to your loved ones.
Yeah, she's still such a strong character, just commanding the match when she can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's going a little. Jakal is really trying to get these games, and I appreciate it. I appreciate trying to land with drift out with weak nair and try and just close out the stock. Because obviously, if you gimp Min like that, she's done. Her recovery isn't the greatest as it seems.
I appreciate it, but I feel like when Jakal's playing good, he doesn't do that. Like he'll just wait and just kind of just ice you out, and then like really be aggressive when he has to. But we'll definitely see if he can take this stock from ConCon.
I mean, yeah, Jakal is the king of, playing at your pace. He forces you, kind of like he just chokes you out.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like that's a good analogy. I think he doesn't really like let you get too far ahead. Like he'll make you, he'll close the gap pretty quickly.
Nice little string with the upgraded, whatever the dragon arm is called. I don't know what that is.
And he caught that jump.
Sorry for all my arms enthusiasts.
the two-arm fan in chat.
Okay. Well, Sean has to go play his match, so I'm running. So I think Chris probably got.
I got you.
The transition was flawless.
Yep, dude. That's the one benefit of me just being here. You know what I mean? Like I literally just jump back in. You know what I mean? But all right, yeah. So in any case, now I am actually looking at this set. So this looks like it's actually really not too crazy at the moment.
I mean, ConCon got some solid edge guards on the first stock, and Jakal took like a nice 80 from it. Jakal's advantage has been all right, but I mean, ConCon's playing good keep away, man. I mean, playing Min to all of her strengths. Playing around the platform perfect there. Jakal tries to go high, pulls up I don't know what the yellow ball is called, but.
Actually, I feel like I know that.
Megawatt.
That's
I was about to offer
Yep.
Twitch chat like $5 through PayPal if they could guess it.
Damn, dude, that's generous of you. No, that's an easy one.
I don't.
I'm not even gonna ask for your $5.
I don't own the game or a Switch.
I actually didn't know that.
Me neither, man. I lost my Switch like months ago, but regardless of the fact, ConCon playing good. He's getting good extra credit right now. Good grab. That was really That was really aggressive. A really aggressive option to go for that grab there. I actually really liked it. But pushes his advantage stay really far right there because of that.
A good fadeaway from Jakal. That was smart. Not giving ConCon the opportunity to time up the arms on the ledge.
I mean, ConCon just needs to keep composure.
Ooh,
good attempt there to for the roll. But again, a solid megawatt hit. I could for sure see absolutely just ending Jakal's
Oh, it will. It will, especially if you have to anywhere close to an edge of the stage. Like right now, this is definitely a place where Jakal, I mean, I'm going to say he needs to be careful. Well, obviously at this point he needs to be careful, but.
Yeah, I mean, ConCon's playing, I love how ConCon's playing around these platforms. Jakal's, been trying to recover high above them, and then he just does, hits him with a rising megawatt. But again, ConCon's kind of getting flustered.
Wow, he literally knew he was going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think just ConCon just started hitting buttons. I mean, instead of just...
He did.
He didn't even really think a little bit.
He should have settled down a little bit because I feel like he had that game 100%.
I don't know if it'll make sense, but the pacing of how he was throwing out, his arms from across the stage, Jakal was recovering high almost every time, which is good because there's not a lot of vertical or no horizontal or diagonal, I guess, coverage. I used all three of the wrong words or two of the wrong words until I got to diagonal. But regardless of the fact, he was throwing them out and he didn't have enough time to get center stage and reset this. If he just got center stage and reset it, that's fine. I think, especially players like myself who will play the game and not think about what they're doing in the action, not regaining center stage and holding the platforms, especially as someone who plays Snake, that's how I lose every time.
Yeah,
I overextend.
I think stage control is just so important in this game. Obviously, it's a big part of neutral. Because if you have control of the stage, you kind of dictate what is going to happen next, or at least have the opportunity to. But in any case, I do think that a lot of what we saw towards the end of the last game can be solved for ConCon. Really just a matter of
I think it's just stage control, and playing patiently.
Keeping to the game plan, because it looked like he had a pretty good game plan the whole game until, you know, that down air. Like, we didn't see a down air until that, like, the whole game.
Yeah, there was a couple. I mean, he used them to recover, but I mean, that was just a little crazy to throw that one out.
And the funny, like, it's funny because it looked like Jakal, like, he made the read on it. He knew it was coming, but I feel like there was some degree of just a little bit of being telegraphed.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And a player like Jakal is going to take advantage of that every time. But here we go. So Jakal taking hold of this game. Honestly, this is one of those sets where you don't really, if you're Jakal, you don't really want to give any room to ConCon because you just don't really know. I mean, you're not really playing a whole lot of min-mins. You don't really see the character that often. It does have, you know, they do have some weird properties to them. So, you know, if you give up a game, you just don't know what could happen, especially in some of these weekly brackets. ConCon has won a PSW before, so I will throw that out there. He's gotten second before.
Yeah, he has a handful of seconds.
Like I'm pretty sure he's taken.
I would say he's probably the favorite for a second here.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, this is a set where he's going to kind of have to start figuring it out, and I think that really does start on a mental capacity because, you know, Jakal's been kind of put to those sorts of tests mental-wise. And say whatever you want about his mental, I mean, he's still pretty good in these best of fives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about the Jakal mental.
I personally think it's good.
I think he has.
I've heard it go both ways. I honestly think it's solid. But.
I mean, like I said, keeping a good mental is half the game. Like I said, so if you can't keep a good mental in any esport, it's like whether it's team-based or a fighting game, you're never gonna do good for the most part.
And here we go. Speaking of which, I mean, that's going to be a huge mental boon for ConCon, at least getting that stock. He is right now, and it's, oh, never mind. Speaking a little too soon here, now down to full stock. Not really able to do a whole lot getting Jakal's last stock, unfortunately. But, all right, there we go. Down there, actually got him out of trouble that time.
I mean, like I said, you know, Arad will always find his cheese, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, you throw out a random down air, you never know. You'll hit it. You'll hit it 1 out of 10 times.
I got to tell you, I think we're probably going to see a character swap after this because ConCon has a lot of them, and it looks like Jakal's kind of had it with the min-min right now. And
wow, Jakal
just narrowly missing.
Oh, did he save him?
Dude,
wow.
He did. Actually, yeah,
that's crushing.
Yep, but I mean, this game is not really looking. It would have been a rough hill to climb regardless, but I appreciate the bravado coming from ConCon, or the resilience, I should say. Just like kind of just not giving up the game here because this is kind of one of those situations where like, all right, I'm kind of ready for the next game.
Oh,
well played.
Like I said, imagine if he didn't save him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's game 3.
And that's the exact reason I think that ConCon probably likes using Min-Min in this matchup is because Wolf is just that gimpable.
Yeah.
So you could catch Jakal sleeping at any moment. Not even sleeping. You just kind of catch him in a situation, you know? So with that being said, I guess this game is definitely far from over. I'm talking about game 3, but I guess back there wouldn't have done it yet.
I thought he was going to go.
He usually kills off. This should be it. Yeah, he usually kills off the top. So I know that back throw sometimes leaves people disappointed. When I say people, I mean Wolf players.
Yeah.
But there we go. Yeah, Jakal hanging on. You're right. I mean, if ConCon didn't save him, you know, I mean that
could have been a different game, man. Like, he stole that stock at like 60, 70.
Yeah, so that stuff's possible. So I don't know. Maybe we won't see a character swap. I kind of feel like we will.
No, he's committed.
Sticking it out. And you know what? I think that's probably for the best. But
I think it is too.
I think ConCon, though, has a really good Rosalina. I think that's a character that I really see from him that it feels solid. I think the Min-Min's good. I don't know. I think there's something to the Rosa, but in any case, we're not seeing that right now. We're just going to see the Min-Min, and understandably so. I think getting that early stock, despite kind of still losing by a bigger deficit, like I still think that was a little bit of like a morale booster for ConCon. Just being like, you know what, I can take stocks at any moment here.
If that's how you view your games after the fact, you can win in any situation.
There we go. Look, this looks like it was almost one right there. Just charge that F smash a little bit too long. Yeah. But yeah, so I think keeping that in mind though, because that is actually even us. I think we got reminded on that stock, like. You know, there's a reason why people were really bummed about Min-Min for a while. I know there was the nerfs and stuff, but still really good against characters that have exploitable recoveries. I
mean, Japan went crazy with it. I mean, I know their like little COVID era ended much earlier than ours, so Min-Min was running rampant in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, they got Proto Venom over there repping the character, and good. There you go, plain and simple, nice easy ledge guard for ConCon and for Min-Min.
So I want to see the extra credit here. I mean, Jude is, again, I love the softball there, but ConCon's doing such a good job, like taking his recovery to like the literal limit.
He's going as low as he can, and it's working out because Jakal is really trying to exploit that, because as much as Min can recover, like her recovery isn't so good either. Like,
it's not.
I'm talking about how bad,
it's deceiving.
How bad they mess up bad recoveries, but like their recovery isn't very good either. So Jakal knows this, and it's why we're seeing him run off like that.
Of course. I mean, it's a little frightening for sure to be Jakal, always having to try and like recover against Min. But as I say that, I believe there's a dash attack. I just have to reply to someone real quick here.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, those dash attacks. Ooh. Good job saving the jump. Not going to matter, though. So there we go. There's another pretty early stock. Now ConCon on the opposite side of the lead here with a very hefty one-stock lead.
Yeah, I mean, I love the little. I forgot that has landing hitboxes as well. But again, Jude kind of clawing his way back a little bit here, trying to get back in the lead here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, Jakal wants to basically end this as soon as possible, because at any moment, really, if ConCon's able to sneak stocks, you kind of lose control of the set. But at the moment right now, you got 2-0 lead. If you could just sort of close this out, yeah, it's a big stress off of your shoulders here. And there we go. Good.
That's it.
That's it, man. That laser puts in work if you shoot at the right time.
This is so reminiscent. I don't know how invested you were in Game 1, because I know you were,
Yeah, I was not watching the full game.
This is literally exactly how Game 1 went. Like, ConCon had a solid lead, got some extra credit. Jakal's at like 50-60% ending his second stock, and now Jakal's on his third stock again, and just gonna make it back. Not gonna find the I don't know what that little orange ring is called, but nice up smash calling out the jump out of shield there.
Yeah, man, and just like that, ConCon gets himself back into the set here. What was looking like it might be a 3-0 was looking a little bit rough in the middle of Game 2 there. Suddenly, a little momentum shifted for ConCon.
Absolutely. I mean, so Game 4, I mean, ConCon's still in it mentally, obviously. I don't think any of these players' mentals are, bad. But
I don't think so either. I actually think ConCon
there was a
pretty good
table slam
attitude.
before, dude. Talking about mental.
I won't ask. I want to ask, but I'll wait till later so they don't expose anyone.
But it was crazy, man. I thought it was a whole monitor that fell over. It was a bad one. It was right against my set with Larson, which was the funniest game I've ever played in like the past month. But regardless of the fact, nice little cute combo from Jakal there.
Yeah, big damage right there, and a pretty good lead. So this is one of those things too. Is like, we're talking about all this time how much ConCon could sort of make things happen quick and, turn the whole trajectory of a set. I mean, so could Jakal, though. I mean, Jakal's probably one of the most, I don't want to say bipolar, but, like he goes from hot to cold in a matter of moments, and he shows us that literally all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, and I know when Jakal's, playing his absolute best, and I've seen it a ton of times, obviously. But when he can just literally, no matter what the situation is, control the game, and when he gets you in his
yeah, you're basically in his arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. His arena, his game.
He's got you on all his timing, all of his movements, and you're basically playing his game, not the other way around. So as soon as he decides to turn that on, because we see that a lot in these scenarios where it's like Game 4, Game 5, where it's like, wow, this is going to be close, and then suddenly you're just like, oh, wait, never mind, I forgot. It's Jakal. So, I don't know. It looks like he might be turning that on right now, but, you kind of mentioned it a little earlier. I mean, this is how these sets have been going, though, despite the leads.
Shield poke.
Yeah, that looked like it was probably close.
Yeah, that looked like it was for sure. I thought he was going to tomahawk him, which I don't think enough players do, by the way.
I agree.
His tomahawk grab.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, I know there's a lot of busted out of shield options in this game, but I think tomahawk grab, he wants it so bad.
I just want to note that Jakal hasn't. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say that's the first hit he's taken since ConCon's second stock. So ConCon's gonna have to kind of work quick here.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, he didn't get the strong back air. I love it. And he wanted that. I know for sure he wanted that.
Yeah, that kind of took the wind from ConCon cells. He kind of dropped his head, but I mean, that's stock. That's encouraging. You could get another quick stock here, get yourself back in the game. Very much on the table.
But this is like the Cobra chokehold, or kind of like the Anaconda chokehold right here, man.
Dude, he just read that get-up,
he's doing it again.
He read that get-up with an F smash, and honestly, he could have gotten that ledge guard. Just had to time that up a little better.
Yeah.
But just like that, though, he's back in the game. This is pretty close to even.
Nice grab. I was going to say, Jude's going to definitely, start slowing the game down, getting a nice, 80, 90% lead, and then, then start trying to hunt for the... Oh, nah. I didn't know we had those.
Dude,
now.
I was sitting back.
I didn't know we had those.
I was just going to sit back and be like, yeah, let's see what's going on, and then suddenly game ends. So there we go, man. I mean, that's just
wow.
In typical Jakal fashion, just sort of pulling the rug.
I didn't know he was doing all that, though.
Yeah, he's crazy, dude.
He never goes for those.
Dude, he kind of goes for those.
When?
He goes for those.
Did
Because
he
he
start?
SD'd sometimes. He SD'd earlier.
James used to make fun of him all the time because he would never go for, like, forward air, like, wolf flash or back air, like, weak back air wolf flash.
I think it's one of those things, like, because that was basically just a read. He called out the jump. So I think at that point he probably just pinpointed something ConCon was doing, jumping from ledge, and was just like, he's going to do it. I have a stock to work with. Let me just do it. I'm already a high percent.
Why not? I mean,
do it.